Market Watch Wednesday, making money while we sleep, riding the roller coaster together, stacking stocks and coins each week. Market Watch Wednesday, making money while we sleep, riding the roller coaster together, stacking stocks and coins each week. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba da da. Ba 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 da ba. Watch it watch. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba da da. Ba 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 da ba. Watch it watch Wednesday, making money while we sleep, riding the roller coaster together, stacking stocks and coins each week. Market Watch Wednesday, making money while we sleep, riding the roller coaster together, stacking stocks and coins each week. Ba 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 da ba da da ba da da. Ba 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 da ba ba da da. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba da da. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba.
Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to Market Watch Wednesday with myself, Cooper, and my good friend and trusty sidekick, Mr. Brock Snitters. Welcome to the show, Brooke.
Good to be
Thank you
here.
for coming to join us. And we're in a good mood today. We're in a fantastic mood. Why? Bitcoin is up. We're happy.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that before we get into today's subject, the two big events that could redefine crypto in 2026. And they're both happening this week, by the way. So Bitcoin went up 4.5% last night as we were sleeping, and MicroStrategy went up 9%.
Nice.
And
About time.
Misty went up 7.5%.
Yeah.
So it's in that pretty range I like to call 80% correlation. Because Misty was down at $29, it's now over $32. So it's had a nice $2 jump. That's big. We need it to go up. We've got wrecked over the last 8 months for those that have been on stuck with Misty like myself, and it has hurt the old wallet, as they say. But so this big upswing is nice. And what caused this upswing was a certain thing called CPI inflation data. And news broke last night. They came out with the CPI report, and the CPI report said it was lower than expected. What does that mean, Brooke? Lower than expected, and what can that mean going forward? Let me just move that plant out the way while you answer.
Well, I think it was slightly lower than they had expected it to come in at. I wouldn't say it was a tremendous drop, but still, I think it's more the direction it's headed.
Yeah.
And the markets like the idea that, you know, inflation appears to be heading lower consistently. So no surprises. Like, you know, there's no runaway inflation, which is good. You know, a lot of the banksters were claiming, oh, the tariffs will cause inflation. It'll be bad for this. And, you know, that don't seem to be panning out. So, you know, all in all, I think the economy is doing great. And with this lower inflation, the markets liked it because now I think there's a better chance of a rate cut next month.
Next month.
Yeah, going into it, I don't think there's going to be one this month. I don't think there's anybody thinking that. But next month is the one they were thinking they might not lower it. But with this data, there's a better chance. So I think the betting markets, poly market, I think it's called, went from 5% to 25% drop, like chance that there'll be a cut. So we'll see what happens. There'll be more data coming. So yeah. But no, nice upswing on strategy. Bitcoin finally broke the 93 barrier. I think seemed to be a ceiling. So, but we needed to hold at 95 for a couple days, a few more days yet to set a new floor, let's say. So,
well, it actually hit 96.
Good.
And what's it currently at? 95,
95.2, 95.3,
95.2, 95.3 range. That's pretty good. I'll take that all day long.
You betcha.
And the betting odds have have Bitcoin breaking 100,000 this month.
That'd be nice. We're due. We're overdue. Yep.
So that would be nice. There's going to be some liquidations at 98. A lot of people tried to short Bitcoin when it was at 91, thinking it's going lower. And a lot of people got wrecked by betting the wrong way on crypto. And that's how the manipulators manipulate the price of Bitcoin.
Yeah, like until I still maintain we need that legislation, the Clarity Act, to pass so that these crypto markets have a regulatory framework in place. Right now, as they say, it's like the Wild West.
Yeah.
So, they can paper trade Bitcoin sales to bring the price down, wipe out the longs, and they can do the opposite, which, it might be happening now. They're driving the price up to liquidate the shorts.
Yes.
Some guy went leverage, short on Bitcoin at 91.5 or 92, figuring it's going to drop. Well, if it goes to 96 or 95 now, he's down. He's down 3,000 a coin. If you had a 10 or 20 leverage on that, they might be calling them up and said, hey, you put up some more money or we're going to liquidate you. So that could, those games have been played for months now, and maybe that's what's happening. Time will tell.
Yeah. And that brings us into our first topic, and that is the Clarity Act. Big moves are happening on that tomorrow. The 15th, announcements will come out. It's going in front of the committee in the Senate, the U.S. Senate, and it looks like the big banks are going to win. The big banks are arguing they don't want rewards on stablecoins. They don't want it. It's going to cut their profit margin too much. And so they're fighting for it. They're legislating for it. They've got their senators in their pockets, these big banks, and they're saying, hey, we don't want this.
Yeah.
We want you to vote with us on this. That there cannot be any stablecoin rewards going forward.
Well, the banksters are sitting on oodles, like trillions, maybe dollars of deposits paying zero interest.
Yes.
And the problem with stable coins is if stable coins are allowed to pay, call it a staking fee, whatever, interest, dividend, it would be small, mind you, but something's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The banksters are afraid a lot of their money would leave their system into the, tethers and the coins to collect the interest, because they're kind of pegged 1-to-1 with the US dollar.
Right.
And the banking lobby is huge. And that's why it's taken so long. That seems to be the only argument as to why it hasn't passed, is that one item. Yeah. Are we allowed to pay or are we not? And I do hope that they win this. I'm talking, Tether and
Okay.
I mean, why not get paid something on your money while it's sitting there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you put money in a bank and you leave it for a year, you don't touch it, you earn interest on it.
You'd think you would, but a lot of them, they're not paying any.
Yeah. In Thailand, they don't. It's less than 1% the interest you get on your money sitting in the bank. But at least you're getting something. Well, the banks don't want stable coins competing, that you buy the stable coin, you just sit on it, and then you earn a reward for holding it for a year. They don't want that. That's competing with them.
Yeah.
So that is the one thing that's holding the Clarity Act up right now. But they released the report yesterday, the whole 283 pages of the Clarity Act. I tried to browse as much as I could into it last night, and Darlene's like, babe, can we go to bed? I'm tired. Are you finished yet? And I was like on page 38.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, no problem. I'm on my tablet reading it. But from what I did read, the good news is it's written into the Clarity Act, the right to self-custody. Brilliant. They're not taking that away from you. It's not even in the thoughts of the legislators right now in Congress. So you'll be able to hold it, unlike gold years ago when they confiscated it off everybody and said, no, you can't own gold. Yes, they're saying you can own crypto and you can hold it yourself. Great for moving money. You can move it instantly, lightning speed, hence why we have the Lightning Network. If you want to come to Thailand, where we're living, and bring more than $10,000, you have to declare it when you're leaving your home country. Thailand will let you bring in 20,000, but most countries around the world will only let you take out 10.
Right.
On my phone, I could take out $1 million and bring it straight into Thailand, no questions asked. Because wherever I go, my Bitcoin goes.
Right.
Which is fantastic. And this Clarity Act has got bipartisan support, which is fantastic. I don't think it's going to pass without it. And already 8 Democratic senators have signed it and said, we're in for it. So that's great, because the Republicans only have a majority of, what is it, 1 or 2 in the Senate right now, Brooke?
Yep. Yeah, you're right there.
So with the 8, it's a sort of guaranteed pass. Just need to get past this meeting tomorrow, this committee stage, where either the banks are going to win and there's no bonuses on stablecoin, or for just holding it dead. They're saying they don't mind if you're moving it and doing transactions and stuff like that. You get a bonus for that, but they don't want it for just simply holding it.
Correct.
Weird. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's the way it is.
Well, this banking lobby, obviously, it's huge, and they donate oodles of money to re-election campaigns. Guess what's coming later this year? November. Yeah, midterms. And so that's the issue. There'll be senators getting their arms twisted by these banksters. Oh, no, we don't want you voting for that. Take that part out of it, and then, it's okay. You can go there. So I predict, they might not do anything. I mean, it might just sit there and, maybe die on the floor. Who knows?
It could be deadlocked.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not holding my breath on it, but we'll see. But eventually, the cream will rise to the top. And I mean, it is stable coins. I mean, it's being used and it's working. So you can't stop technology. So it's eventually going to come through. Whether the banksters can get their way or not, time will tell. We'll see.
And the big market makers are saying there's trillions out there waiting for this to pass. Trillions of dollars waiting to invest in crypto, but they are not going to touch it until the Clarity Act passes.
You need to have regulated markets, not this Wild West you have now.
Yeah.
What they do, these like Binance is famous for it, and I think they also combine with Wintermute. They'll put on the desks, the over the counter, oh, we've got 5,000 coins for sale.
Yeah.
They ain't got the goddamn coins. They can get them if they have to.
Yeah.
But that immediately the price starts to drop because,
Exactly.
you know, there's more, you know, oh, more coins for sale, drop the price. And that's how they're doing this. And they're doing the opposite. They're pulling coins off, supposedly, to drive the price up, to liquidate the shorts, doing the opposite to liquidate the longs. And I can't believe that people still do those leverage trades when they know this is what's happening. At least, you know, like that guy that got wiped out 100 million he lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, hello.
Yeah, he got wiped out.
Then he come back and tried to do it again, apparently. Like, you know.
And got wiped out again.
Yeah. Like, stupid.
Yeah.
So
James Wynn was the guy's name.
we do need the Clarity Act or something similar to that will regulate the, you know, the crypto markets. And once that happens, look out. Bitcoin will, like, I think, double within months.
Yes.
And then from there, the sky's the limit. So yeah, we're in a buy and hold, wait and see.
Well, if Bitcoin does go above 100,000, Brooke, that's the 4-year cycle dead. Even the bears are saying it. That if Bitcoin goes above 100,000, that's the 4-year cycle dead.
It's not a question if, it's simply when.
Yeah.
We'll set a new all-time high this year. I have no doubt whatsoever. And how high will it go? That's where I can't.
I can't call it. But I can see 150, 200.
Or more.
Or more.
You know,
this
could
year.
be 130. Well, hey, that's still an all-time high. But I would tend to go with a little higher on the scale, let's say. But again, we need passage of some sort of regulated markets. You know, your Dow Jones, your NASDAQs, the stock exchanges in the States, the commodities exchanges, they're all regulated.
Correct.
Hey, crypto, Wild West, boys.
Yeah.
You
Enter
know?
at your own risk.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's the first piece of news. What's the second one? What else is happening this week? Tomorrow in the USA, Thursday, the 15th of January.
Yeah.
It's the 14th here in Thailand currently. The Supreme Court is making its decision on whether the government's tariffs were legal or illegal. If they vote that they were illegal, the U.S. government theoretically will have to pay back the $600 billion it's raised so far in tariffs. That is a huge amount of money. Polymark, one that's pretty good at tracking these things, has a 72% chance. They're betting that they're going to come back and say it was illegal. What say you, Mr. Schneider?
Much ado about nothing. Look they've already got plans in place. Should the ruling go against them, in other words, the tariffs are illegal.
Yeah.
They've got plan B and plan C. Okay, this is retroactive to this state. They're putting it under a new category. And, you know, there ain't going to be any money paid out. Nobody's going to get their money back. And there'll still be tariffs the day after the ruling. Now, hopefully it does go in his favor, and that way things just stay the way they are. They're generating a lot of money, you know.
$600 billion.
Yeah. He's claiming, hey, maybe we can get rid of the IRS. You know, we can just live with the tariffs. That'll be how we generate income. You know, well, wouldn't that be interesting? He's got some wild ideas, but the more you think about it and look at it, well, shit, maybe there is some semblance to, you know, rationale in these ideas. So, you know, we'll see. Time will tell. But I don't think it's a big event with the Supreme Court. There'll be a much ado about, you know, whoa, if it goes against them. All the news channels will play it up like big time. But hey, don't hold your breath. I don't think there's going to be much changes.
So if they do come back indeed and say it's illegal, they have to give the money back. What do you think is going to happen to the stock market and crypto? I would expect huge volatility.
You'd think that typically. However, I think the markets already know that he's got a plan B, plan C. I think the markets know there's not going to be any major refunds or changes. So I don't think we're going to see a big to-do. I mean, take a look, like, this criminal investigation into Powell and his spending on this renovation job. And apparently they think he maybe lied to Congress. Which,
Overspent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if that had happened at any other time in history where the Federal Reserve chairman was being investigated with indictment pending criminally, there would have been a massive upset in the markets. And it would have happened worldwide.
That's
because
true.
you got the biggest guy in the planet running the biggest bank on the planet, the Federal Reserve, sorry. And well, nothing. It's a big nothing burger now. Sure, you got 10 or 15 other central bankers claiming, no, this is not right. But the markets, whether they're immune to it or whatever, it's much ado about nothing. So I think it'll be similar to that with whatever they decide with the Supreme Court, one way or the other. I don't think you'll see I mean, if they side with Trump, I don't see you'll see a big jump, and if they go against him, I don't see you'll see a big fall either. So, just my opinion.
So you don't think it's going to go up or down on the announcement?
Nah, sure, you'll have a little bit of volatility for maybe an hour or two, but I think and then if it goes against them, immediately you'll hear clarification as to what their plans are. And it'll be something similar exactly to what they've collected, exactly going forward. There won't be any changes under some, who knows, statute that's been in place for maybe 50 years. You know what I mean? Nobody ever heard of.
Yeah.
But they'll find it. And that's already occurred, in my opinion. So I think it'll be much ado about nothing.
Okay, what say you in the comment section? The viewers, let us know your thoughts on the two big announcements coming out tomorrow, the Clarity Act and the Supreme Court decision. How do you think it's going to play into the market going forward towards the end of this week? Let us know, and let's get started with the show. First up, we have
Captain Action. Hit that like button.
And make everybody smile. Yes, please. Give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the show. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Pound it.
Nomad Jack and the lovely Pinky. Good morning, CBD gang. Bitcoin looking good this morning. Have a great show.
And how's it doing now in the 20 minutes we've been yakking?
95.4.
Going up.
Going up. It's green.
There we go. It's up another $200.
Fear and Greed is neutral at 48.
Good.
That's okay. Your a lot of the favorite coins, these shit coins. What's XRP? I think it's trading at 211, 217, something like that.
Don't say shit coin. You'll upset Donnie.
Oh yeah, Danny Don. Yep, that's right. But yeah. Anyways, the alts don't seem to be running, but and just to touch real quickly, the markets are doing well. The stock markets. I mean, they've been up most days now, so it's a good time to be in the markets. I mean, gold and silver are like silver to me is in a bubble, but it keeps running, and gold. So you're looking at those two, and Bitcoin's supposed to be like a digital gold. But if you had your choice right now, where would you go? I would look at Bitcoin big time over gold and silver. I think gold and silver's had their runs.
Yeah,
where Bitcoin hasn't. So this is not financial advice. This is simply
absolutely
opinions,
not,
guys.
No.
Yeah. All right, Scotty Caswell says, good morning, evening. Go Bitcoin. Yep.
Yeah, we're all happy. A $4,000 jump from 91 to 95. Loving it, loving it, loving it, as Cooper likes to say. And MicroStrategy doubling what Bitcoin did on a percentage scale.
Nice.
That's what MicroStrategy is supposed to do.
Yeah.
And Saylor, he went out and he bought 13,000 Bitcoin for $1.2 billion with a B.
Bought at 91 average, 91 and change, and now it's at 95. So maybe not so bad a buy.
Exactly.
We'll see. Roger Walker, good morning, good evening, Cooper Brook, and everyone. Thumbs up.
Thank you, Roger, and welcome
smile.
to the live stream. And thank you for being a channel member with the badge next to your name, helping to support the channel for only $2 a month. Thank you to everybody that has it. It is much appreciated.
Rick Price, good evening, good morning, you bunch of yams.
Tubers. Good morning, Rich.
Oh, look at he's got the
What
Mad Magazine guys on there.
He's got my Spy vs. Spy, my favorite.
Yeah, Spy versus Spy. Vegas Chris, greetings, CBD and tubers from he's back in Vegas for his 6-month countdown to not coming back to Lost Wages.
Yeah, because he's been over here. He's been over in Thailand. Saw, I see what Cooper is talking about. Okay, let's go back, pack everything up, and get out of Dodge.
Yeah,
Smart man. See you soon, Chris.
Yep, you'll love it here. Everyone does. They should. Richard Woolley, good morning, good evening, everyone.
Good morning to you, Richard.
Ernest Jones, Ernie, good morning, CBD and gang, from my morning walk along Jumpton Beach. Oh, Ernie gets his steps in every day, man. He's down there early. It's beautiful.
You can't beat that weather.
No. And you can't get a nicer thing to do in the mornings and walk that Jumpton Beach. Yep. Ernie's living the dream.
He certainly is. Well done.
Captain Action. How about Captain Chris, formerly known as Vegas Chris? Yeah. Sub-Z says, hello, wonderful people. Brooke looks great. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's had a haircut.
Well, a little bit of a shave.
My turn next.
My wife says I'm a handsome man now. Terry Fallon. Hey, guys, from a snowy Bancroft. God, I don't miss that snow. Good evening to all in the chat. But, Terry's got the wood stove fired up. And, he's got lots of wood there already ready for the rest of the winter. And what is he? He's in January there. So he's got a few more months left of snow.
And he can't wait until the wife retires.
Yeah. Then he'll get over here. Then he'll say, Jesus Christ, it's hot here. Yeah. Yeah, but give it a few months, Terry, and you'll love it. You won't miss that snow. Captain Action. Good evening, Terry. Throw another log on the fire. There you go.
Yeah. Next up,
Malcolm Hawkins. There's a flash from the past. Good day, boys, from a sunny Hervey Bay, Queensland, Australia. He's back here in 2 weeks. Nice haircut, bro. Malcolm.
I said the same thing, Malcolm, when I saw him this morning.
Speak to my wife.
I said, what happened to your head? He said, what? I said, where's your hair gone?
Well,
it's
Jackie,
gone.
She's given me a haircut in the past and did a good job. So she says yesterday, honey, I got to trim a little bit because you're getting quite long around the ears and the side and the back. I said, yeah, okay. But, don't cut it too short on the top. So, about halfway through, and there's hair falling everywhere, and, but I don't have a mirror. So I says, okay, honey, maybe that's enough. Let me just have a look. So I stand up, have a look. My God, there's hair sprouting here, out there. Like, holy shit, honey, get going. Yeah. So this is what you end up with. Yeah. But she does say I'm a handsome man. Terry Fallon, Captain Action. The fire's burning hot tonight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Pierpont, the inflation numbers are a big old fat lie. Yeah, he's got a point. Precious metal prices never lie. Gold is 100% correlated to the value of the dollar, and the dollar's going to keep going down without any doubt, and metals go up. Yep, he's got a point there.
And that's why we have Bitcoin. Hedge against deflation.
Yeah. I think
dollar's going down, depreciating every year. Prices go up. Dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. And so does crypto as a whole.
Yep. I mean, guys that have held the gold bugs, let's call them, and there's silver bugs I met over the years. Well, now it's their day to shine. I mean, they've
been waiting a long time for this.
Yep. They have been, unfortunately. Yeah. Like, it's been years and years where they had basically nothing. But overall, I think Bitcoin still rules the day as far as how, what commodity has done better in the last
17 years.
Okay, 15, whatever.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scotty says, greetings all from Wahin.
Hello, Scotty.
Yeah, we got a lot of members over there. Terry Fallon, Brooke, how are you feeling? I'm feeling real good. You're looking much better. Yeah.
You do look much better. You got more color in your skin now.
Yeah.
You were looking kind of pale there for a couple of weeks.
Back in the saddle again. I was sick for a while. I lost weight. That was good news. 1, 2, 3. It's Mr. JD. He was over here. Hey, gents, what are your thoughts with Trump cutting credit card interest rates to 10% for 1 year.
I like it. That's my thoughts. And what he's done is he's capped it to 10% that they can. So if you're in credit card debt for over a year, they can't go above that 10%. People were in credit card debt, 30% on top of what they borrowed, and it's compounded interest. So it actually a lot higher than that. Hitting it at 10% fixed, that's actually pretty good.
I didn't realize it was for 1 year only. And so
I don't think it is 1 year only.
well, according to Mr. JD there,
No, the maximum they can charge over a year, I think that's a typo, JD, is 10% from what I've heard on CNBC Squawk Box.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. I mean, obviously, it looks great on the outside, like the banksters are getting their wages cut, and the poor guys that have to pay it are going to pay less. So in a way, that's fine. But on the downside, look at maybe there's going to be less credit cards available to the people that need it. Harder to get. Yeah, because they're going to say, well, there's no money in it. Sorry, you're not even going to qualify. Because the guys that end up paying the high rates subsidize a lot of the other guys on the cards, So it's two schools of thoughts. But what I find really interesting, and it's almost comical, is that Elizabeth Warren and Trump are together on this. You know what I mean? Like, when does that ever happen?
Never.
They both want the 10% to go through. You know what I mean? Hello. So it'll be in. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Wave Runner, hello, gents. U.S. economy is struggling. Inflation impact per household is $22.80, and job market is terrible, worse than decades. Both over the last 12 months. Not great living in the U.S. now.
That's why they need to cut the rates more.
True.
That's why the job numbers are so low. That's why the CPI report came in under what it was expected to be.
Yeah.
Because inflation needs that extra rate cut. Will Powell do it? Not this month. No way.
Wave Runner's got a point. There's I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a segment of the population that are doing very well in the States. They're the ones with the money. They're still spending. They're, when they hold assets, the markets are doing well. So if you're invested in the markets, which a big percentage of the population is, you're doing well. On the converse, and I know what Wave Runner's getting at here, there's people that jobs are in jeopardy. They maybe lost them. They can't find new jobs. They're in debt. Savings are maybe non-existent. So what are they going to do for the future? And that segment of the population is huge. And probably going to get bigger. So, you got a dichotomy there. You got, a tale of two stories that say the haves are doing well and the have-nots aren't. So, we'll see where it ends up. But as far as the markets go, the markets are saying, hey, economy's running. It's pumping. So, we'll see what happens, guys. Interesting times. Robert Pierpont, they're literally trying to inflate the U.S. debt away, correct, and you must own hard assets or your money will lose buying power, correct. This could be great for crypto and for sure precious metals. I agree with that.
That's why I think it's going to be a good year.
Like Buffett's sitting on hundreds of billions in cash, and he even admitted in that interview with the girl there that it's not a good investment to have cash because your buying power is losing daily. So,
yeah, that's why I completely agree with you, Robert. I think this is going to be a very good year for crypto. I think there was too many black swan events last year. You had the Israel-Iran war, black swan event. You had China going out buying gold like it's crazy, like it's going out of fashion. Like there's none left to be mined. Quick, I want to buy the last gold coin, and that drove a lot of people away from crypto into gold, hence why gold spikes up. When gold hits that plateau and they come out and they see Bitcoin's on the rise, they'll sell their gold and then they'll come over. And that's the way people play it. They play the markets. They're looking, which is the next one to take off, because they think they're pretty close to the top of the one that they're in now. And that's what we call pair trading.
Yeah, like Thailand, the Thai baht is gotten stronger over the last couple of years, big time. And when you look into it, they say a lot of it's because the gold prices have been so strong. And Thailand is huge in gold.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? So
every Thai person owns some gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you go down the soys, geez, there's a gold shop every 10th shop's a gold shop, and I mean, they're stacked with gold, chains and, rings and everything else. So, yep. Interesting times. Terry Fallon, Wave Runner, you are correct. And I only see it getting worse. Yeah. Yep. There'll be a lot more people, Coop, looking to as a way out of their situations in the West, in my opinion, as they should. I mean, hey, if things aren't working and you're not happy where you are, get the hell out. Yeah. Look to change. And I mean, you come to Asia, guys, you're going to absolutely love it here. So that's my view. It's very affordable. Yep. Okay, so Wave Runner, Terry Fallon, it's going to get worse and by design. Yeah, I don't know if it's designed that way, but, Terry Fallon, that's the thing. It's all by design. Mega, wake up. Well, we'll see. Richard Woolley, I think the tariffs are awesome. Bingo. They're collecting a lot of money.
Well, they're able to, what they say, put an extra 50% into defense. For the U.S.
Yeah. Maybe give everybody a check, and who knows? We'll see. I mean, that idea about
I don't know what's happening with that stimulus check
getting
now.
rid of the IRS, that to me, you'd laugh 10, 20 years ago. You would have laughed yourself silly with that idea. Hey, now it don't look so stupid. They're going to replace the IRS money they get from taxes with tariffs. Bingo. Well, hey, if it works, God bless you.
Yeah.
What a sale. Happy evening, all. I got a late start. What did I miss?
Rewind button. Hit the rewind button. What a sale.
Yeah. Jay Fallon, Richard Woolley. Why?
Why does he like the tariffs? He thinks it's awesome. And Terry's saying, why?
Robert Pierpont, the Powell thing is total BS. Trump said months ago the only way he would get rid of Powell is if there was some illegal activity. This was a setup for a bogus investigation to oust him. Well, definitely it's, he's got Trump has a bug up about Powell.
Oh,
big time.
He thinks that's the worst appointment he's ever made because he appointed him.
Yeah.
In his first term.
Yep.
Trump did it. He's only got himself to blame on that one. Self-inflicted is what I always say to Darlene when she gets drunk. Hey, that's your fault. You did it yourself. Now, here's my 2 cents on it. I think it's a nothing burger. I don't think anything's going to happen to Powell. I think he's going to sit out his term. He's got 3 months left. I think he'll sit out his term until May, and that'll be the end of it.
You start looking into what happened with interest rates at the time that Trump was running for election.
Yeah, they were being cut under Biden.
Yeah. I mean, did they need to be? Apparently not, but they were. So, in a way, when you start to look into it, Trump's got a bit of a point when he says, hey, he thinks it was political with Powell cutting these rates to help Biden, to make the economy look good, the interest rates go down during Biden's time. And, now Trump ended up winning by a landslide. So maybe, I see his point as to, why he thinks Powell maybe wasn't acting in the best interest. He's doing it more from a political standpoint. So anyways, yeah, his time is up, I think, in May. So,
I think they're just going to let him sit out his time.
Can't come soon enough for my liking.
Yeah. I don't think anything's going to happen.
Terry, Richard Woolley goes on to say, Terry, I think we've been taken advantage of, and now everything is reciprocal, and that's how it should be.
In regards to the tariffs.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree with Richard because America imports and exports a lot of products. When they import from a country, say like Thailand, okay, Thailand's exporting to the US, Thailand gets hit with a tariff for shipping it into the US market. When America ships a product to Thailand, they get hit with a tariff.
Yeah.
But there is an imbalance, a huge imbalance. For America shipping things to Thailand, they were paying 60, 70%. For Thailand shipping it to the US, they were paying 10%.
Yeah.
It's wrong. There should be equal and fair trade. I agree with it.
Yep.
For example, food items. If I go to Villa Market, my favorite supermarket out here, I'm paying 50 to 60% over the top of what an American will pay for it. Not because that's how much it costs to ship it over here. It's because of the tariffs. When Thai people ship goods over, say, food products to the US for their Thai citizens that live there, dual citizens, whatever the case may be, and they have restaurants, they're only getting charged 10%. Huge difference. It has to be done so that they can bring down cheaper tariffs for American companies that want to export overseas. I think it had to be done. And every government has negotiations with countries around the world. Hey, we want to trade with you with this, and we want this in return. They do it at every election. Every country in the world does it. It's how they keep their economies going, by equal and fair trade. Well, since World War II, when the US government decided to have zero tariffs to help the Asian economy rebuild after World War II, nothing ever changed for 70 years, Brooke. It had to. And for that reason, I am in for the tariffs.
Oh, well, let's get that on record then.
It is. I will say it. I am for the tariffs because I live in Thailand and I see the prices of imported goods coming into Thailand and the price difference. Now, Villa Market, you won't see a single Thai person go in there shopping, Brooke. They don't want it. It's too expensive.
Come think of it.
You'll only see expats in there.
True.
And who's going in there? Retirees. It's not the people that's coming over for a 1 or 2 week holiday. They're eating locally. They don't want to go in there and cook in their hotel room. Hell no.
And if you do see a Thai in there, it's because they're shopping for their expat hubby.
With him. They're with him. Yeah, as he's buying these things. Exactly. Yeah.
No, listen, you and I can't change what is happening. He's going to put tariffs. He isn't. They're going to be legal. They're not. Yeah, nothing we can do about it. So we basically have to live with what we're given. And in the situation you're in right now, there's tariffs. There's money being collected, but you got to look after yourself. So how do you do that? Well, make smart investments. And we have our ideas what we like. Some of them differ. Some of them are the same. But I think there's Invest Answers. You go back and look at him. 300 shares of Tesla is your retirement. That's all you're going to need. Nothing else. Interesting. And that'll be by 2032. So another, 6 years. And I think there's another one. If you have 400 shares of Strategy, that'll be your retirement, same time period, because of Bitcoin price pulling that. And, so to me, that's more relevant for what I should be doing to cover my butt, let's say, in retirement, because I can't affect tariffs. I can't affect who's president, and I can't affect what the world's going to happen or the black swan events. Nothing to do with me. I just got to live my life as best I can and, plan for the future. So that's how I'm planning.
Terry
Anyways.
Fallon up next.
Terry Fallon says, Richard Woolley, it's another consumer tax. Is that good? Well, they say the consumers end up paying it. Not always, but in a lot of cases it will. But it's cost of doing business. So
Yeah, but then you look at egg prices have dropped 30% over the last year. Fuel prices are way low now. It costs a lot less to fuel your
True.
car than it did 2 years ago.
which is a big plus for the economy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to take the good with the bad. House prices are down too.
Yeah, maybe more to come. We'll see. I do think there'll be assets will run up because I think the money printing machines will start running again. And once that happens, the money's got to go somewhere.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Anyways, predictions, eh? Robert Pierpont, Richard Woolley, taking advantage by who? U.S. companies that have things made in China?
They do that a lot. U.S. companies made in China, made in Vietnam, outsourced it.
Yeah.
They outsourced a lot of their stuff to get built overseas and then brought it into the U.S. market by cheaper labor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greedy companies.
Well, the facts are this. The U.S. deficit is growing. It hasn't stopped.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad a year ago. It's worse now. It's going to continue to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just assume that that's the case, which I have complete certainty it will be.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to just keep printing money. They want to get the defense budget up. There's Social Security payments they got to make. Just brr goes the money printing machine. So I don't think they're too concerned about deficits going forward. Now, eventually, something's going to have to give, because if your interest payments exceed your payments for defense and Social Security, you're not in a good standing. But as it was mentioned, one of the guys earlier said, the U.S. maybe is trying to inflate their way out of it. In other words, hey, we'll just keep the printing presses run, let the asset prices go. The debts we got to pay are in real dollars a lot less. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I'd like to take a step back a second. And you brought up about the midterms coming up in November. I watched a very, very interesting interview with Kathy Wood. Now, I take what Kathy Wood says with a pinch of salt a lot of times. But this one intrigued me.
How so?
Because it had to do with Bitcoin.
Okay.
She said during the election, 6 million US citizens voted for the Republican Party simply because of crypto. They wanted clarity, they wanted regulation, they wanted a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And it was created, the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, about this time last year, almost a year ago today. How much Bitcoin has the US bought? 0. Not one Bitcoin have they bought. And she's saying that unless the US government goes out and actively buys Bitcoin, they're going to lose the midterms.
I think
because all those 6 million people that have been waiting for this stockpile of Bitcoin to enter the US Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, this 1 million Bitcoin over a 4-year period or 5-year period, whichever it was. I think it was 5 years actually. Hasn't materialized. It's a year later. By November, it'll be almost 2 years later. 22 months later.
Oh, I think they've been grabbing Bitcoin.
They
grabbed those China scammers out of
they haven't
Cambodia.
Bought a single Bitcoin.
Well, no, not
seized Yes.
Yeah, seized. Well, hey, listen, who owns the coins? That's the bottom line. Well,
And
I
there's
don't
the
care how you
question
got it.
mark whether they're going to seize Venezuela's coins too.
They better. I think they will. Why wouldn't they?
For the charge of helping them bail out their oil companies,
Yeah.
maybe. Who
No.
knows? But we're still waiting for that bill to pass by Cynthia Loomis. That's been going on for a year. And she keeps saying, oh, we got bipartisan support. It's happening. It's happening. Nothing. A year later, still nothing. Will it pass this year? I have no idea.
Yeah, let's see.
Will the American government actively buy 1 million Bitcoin over the next 4 to 5 years? I don't know. But if they do, watch out. Bitcoin by the end of this year would be over $500,000 a coin.
Yeah, they're not going to say anything until they got the coins. Once they got the coins, then they can announce what their plans are, because we got them. Because the price will go crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
It's just an opinion.
Then Richard Woolley says, I disagree,
Terry.
That's what's good about this community. We can agree and disagree, and we still love each other at the end of the day. Not like the West, where you disagree, that's it, you're an outcast.
David Lowe, a good return on investment would be hitting the like button. Swatty Cup.
Yes, please. Pound it if you haven't
Make
yet.
Darlena smile.
Try and get us over 100 thumbs up for the live stream.
Mr. Nutt with his Texas humor. Good morning, CBD and gang. I hit the like button already, and 10 Bitcoin was transferred to my brokerage account.
Quick, Brooke. Hit it. Hit the like button.
Well done there, Roberto.
Mr. Nutt.
Yep. And he goes on to say, good morning, CBD and gang. Oh, well, we got that one. 10 Bitcoin.
He's done it twice.
Terry Fallon, Richard Woolley, that's your right to disagree, but it's consumer tax nonetheless. That is inflationary.
They do. They tax a consumer.
Yeah.
It is a type of consumer tax, but you have it here in Thailand. My favorite car I ever owned in the world was a Mustang 5.0 convertible. I love that car. I wanted to import it into Thailand. Thailand said, sure, no problem. Pay me 300% of the current market value for it, and you can bring it here.
Wow.
300%.
Yeah.
Now, let's just say I wanted to bring my Ford Everest SUV to the US. Say I had enough of Thailand. I'm done with Thailand. I'm going back to the US.
Yep.
How much would the US charge me for importing that into the US?
$99.99. I don't know.
I tell you what, it's a hell of a lot less than 300%.
Okay.
It's probably closer to about 20%.
Yeah.
Is what I would actually get charged. Big, huge difference, isn't there?
Yep. Fred Pentone, a lot of crypto folks, including Scaramucci, the mooch, predicted that Bitcoin would reach 200K by the end of 25. They were just a little bit off with that prediction.
A lot off.
Yeah. Now, again, question of when, not if. So, some are still saying by the end of January we're going to see a
new all-time
high.
Yeah, Tommy Lee saying that. I can't see it.
Tommy the Tominator.
I can see us hitting 100,000 this month. That's within reach. How we doing right now, Pops?
We're doing at 95 250.
So hovering in that 95.2 to 95.4 range.
Yep.
Yeah.
Robert Pierpont, 110% up on my silver calls as of today. Oh, there he goes. Hit as high as 125 around noon, and silver's at $89 right now. Wow. Unbelievable run on that silver.
Yeah.
I think it's in a bit of a bubble there, guys. So, I don't know if I'd be getting in now, but
I think we're too close.
You might want to take a little bit off the table there, Robert. Just shave a little bit, put the money in the bank.
Take some profits.
Yeah, take some profits.
Oh, yeah.
You always take a profit. You never take a loss. That's one thing. Terry Fallon, that's funny, Brooke. My wife cuts my hair and it's always on the side and the back, but never on the top. What the hell? I had a bit on the top. Robert Pierpont, rate cuts make inflation go up. That's pumping more money into the system and weakening the dollar. It's got a lot of points there.
That
It's
is
good for
true.
rich people, but bad for the average Joe. Cheap to borrow money is bad, not good. Hard to say. Cheap money means more investments. More investments typically means more jobs. So, you know, keep the economy running. But it does tend to weaken the dollar because lower rates means money tends to go where the rates are higher. So it might leave the US for, you know, but I still think the US is going to be the main dollar denominated currency that you want to be in. I don't think you want to be in the Chinese yuan or the,
For the next 10 years,
know,
I'd say,
yeah, the euro or the Brazilian, whatever it is, real down there. Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, because whenever there's a rate cut or a rate increase, it's going to affect half the people either way. If there's a rate cut, the rich don't like it. Why they don't like it? Because they're earning less interest on their money that they got sitting there in the banks or in the markets. But it's good for the poorer people that aren't as rich as them that want to get onto the housing market. They need they want to get a mortgage,
cheaper mortgages, hopefully,
better interest rates.
Yeah.
So they're paying less.
Well, if they got consumer loans, you're
money.
paying less interest on your loans. A lot of people have consumer loans, so you know, yeah. No, it's a two-headed coin, let's say.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you're an investor and you're in the stock market, you know, you want the interest rates high. If you're trying to borrow money, you want the interest rates low.
Most of us, meaning retirees here in Thailand, are probably in the markets to some extent.
Yes.
And so therefore, you know, our segment of the population, the ones we kind of cater to, we're interested in how the markets do.
Exactly.
You know, the better the markets do, the typically better we do. So what do we want to see? Probably lower interest rates will help the markets. Good. You know, our retirements are based on probably the markets, how they do. I mean, some people strictly live on Social Security or their pensions. Okay. God bless them too. But yeah, the majority of us, I think, would be invested to some extent. And having said that, cheaper rates are better for us long term.
Yes.
My opinion. Ronald Reichert says, hello, CBD, go Bitcoin and go strategy. Hit that like button, make CBD crew smile. Yeah, we will.
Yeah, I need strategy to go up big time. I think it's 60% undervalued.
Yeah, well, I'm still down 50% on it, but hey, I'm long-term holder. So yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely a 4-year holder.
I know where Bitcoin's going, and you know, whether it's 6 months or 6 years, I don't really care. You know, I'll get paid to wait, so to speak. So
yeah.
Now I do diversify in my AI play, guys, as you know, is Tesla. So I kind of got my Bitcoin play and my AI play with Tesla, and that's pretty well where the majority of the money's in. So time will tell. Robert Pierpont, gold is huge in Iran. Well, yeah, no doubt. Everyone keeps their money in gold because their money is pure trash. It's not worth the paper it's, you know, printed on.
Nope.
The average person watches the gold charts there all day because that's what they keep their money in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and crypto.
Things are
They're
tough
big in crypto over there too.
Yeah.
In the Middle East. When I was in Kuwait, a lot of Kuwaitis own crypto. Even though their currency is the strongest currency on the planet, the Kuwaiti dinar. It's over $3 to 1 Kuwaiti dinar. It's the strongest currency on the planet.
Yep. Malcolm Hawkins, there it is, a resident gold bug. Okay, big question for you two. If you have 500,000 cash, where would you put it? Oh, here we go.
Right now, I would put it right into MicroStrategy.
Okay.
I would. I wouldn't put it in Tesla. I think Tesla is going to hit this year. This year, for a quick return, I would do MicroStrategy because it's so undervalued right now. And all the market makers know it. They're saying MicroStrategy is going to 550, 600 this year. Okay, and it's sitting currently at what is it, 172? That's a huge return. That's a triple on your money.
Yeah.
If you look at the market analysis on where they see Tesla going this year, they say it's going to top out at 600. Well, it's at 440 now. So that's only a 30% return on your money. I'd rather have a triple on my money than a 30% return.
If it was me, Malcolm, I'd go probably 50-50. I'd put probably, well, maybe, you know, keep 50 or 100 grand cash. Just keep that for, you know,
For a dip.
yeah, for a dip, but, you know, maybe a couple hundred into each of Tesla, a couple hundred into your strategy. To me is low. So
Too
it's
low.
a buy. But then again, Tesla, listen, I don't know if we're going to see another low on Tesla. I mean, it could be at its low now, and it's going to run to 6, 7, 800 in the next year or two. So I would do both, and that way you're diversified, and you know they're not too correlated. So you know you got your Bitcoin on the one side and your AI play on the other, and you know keep it easy, keep it simple, and just you know keep a bit in the cash account for the dips.
Well, I mean, Tesla announced this year that not one person will be able to own a Tesla robot this year.
Okay.
At the third quarter this year, they're going to roll it out slowly for the factories.
Yep.
But you will not be able to buy one for the average Joe. You know, at $20,000. You know, which is what the perceived price is going to be per robot. So you or me won't be able to go out and buy one, but people like Ford, Toyota, Amazon would in the third quarter of this year. And they announced this time last year that by the end of 2025, you and me would be able to go buy one.
I couldn't give a shit about buying a robot.
So to me, it's delayed 2 years.
Oh, I don't give a shit if it's delayed 5 years.
I
What's
do.
going to make money with Tesla and make money for both of us is robo taxis.
That's
Full
gonna make
self-driving, and that's almost here.
Hmm.
I mean, they're hiring overseers for a lot of cities in the U.S. You know what I mean? These guys ain't going to be in the cars. They're going to be sitting at a central building monitoring all the cars that are on their own with nobody in it. You know what I mean? Except passengers. You know, the cars won't have steering wheels. They won't have brake pedals. You know what I mean? This is your robo taxis.
Yeah.
And so that's where the money is going to be made on Tesla. And it's going to be so disruptive.
Until
Competition?
Nope.
Forget that.
Nope. Until the first road death. Look at the lawsuit that's going
Here
to
we
come
go.
out. The stock price is going to tank like a SOB.
Here we go.
So you're Brooke Schneider. You have a Tesla driving for you, Cybercab, in Ottawa, Canada. All of a sudden, somebody comes out of a side street. Your Tesla swipes them. They're dead. There's a huge lawsuit. You just lost everything, Brooke. Your house, everything. There's not an insurance that's going to cover.
Tesla's going to have their own insurance. Okay.
That's going to cover tens of millions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hundreds of millions of
Oh, yeah.
dollars of lawsuits.
Yep. Tesla's going to have their own insurance. Why? Because they're going to have millions of cars on the road, buddy. Okay. And you know, percentage of the income is going to go into the insurance fund. But here's the bottom line. These cars will be able to drive safer than a human.
But there will be an accident. The odds say there will be. Over
sure
time,
there will be.
There's going to be an accident.
Sure there will be. Maybe after every 10 million miles, where you'd have 10,000 human accidents, maybe there's one Tesla. Okay, go back and look at your history. So it's still safer, guys. We saved 10,000 lives by letting these robo taxis go. So don't get caught up in the FUD. Don't get caught up in the what if there is this and that. Hey, look at reality. Reality is it's safer. And are they going to allow it? What do you mean going to allow it?
Yeah.
When it's safer, why wouldn't you allow it? So Musk is doing the right thing.
Don't get me wrong. I'm still pro Tesla.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this year is not their year.
For robo-taxis, this is the year for robo-taxis.
For stock price, I still think it's going to be capped at 600. I don't think it's going to go above 600.
Well, that's 50% more than it is now. I think we could be low on that. I hope it is 6 because I want to keep buying. But where's Tesla's stock price going to be? Forget the robots. With the robo-taxis, we're talking minimum 2,000 to 8,000 a share within 2 to 4 years. Add in and they'll do the same thing with the robots. They'll take their time. They'll make sure it's working perfectly. They'll have the best dexterity. They got the best data to drive this. That'll push the stock price another 2 to 4x higher. So that's why I'm betting on Tesla.
And I'm betting on MicroStrategy. Let's see who wins.
We're betting on both, aren't we? Okay. Mr. Nutt, I like the haircut, Brooke. Oh, check that out.
Look at that picture
there. Mullet in there. Geez, now there's another. I don't know how they do that.
They just tell Grok to do it.
Okay. W Secrets to Success. 500,000 investment. He's talking to Malcolm here. I would put in 3 or 4 private equity funds, paying a guaranteed fixed interest rates between 12 and 20% with monthly payments to live off. That's a no-brainer. Okay. That's
a good one.
Yep.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with
that.
If
you do that, you definitely want to research where the money's going. Are you protected? Bitcoin's not going away, and neither is Tesla. So that's why I like them. Blakester Drums. Hello, gents. Long time no see. Speaking of silver, look at KSLV, a silver ETF, pays around 55 cents a month and no NAV erosion. It's up 37% this year, or last month.
Until the silver bubble pops.
Well, that's the issue. My nephew's big in the gold and silver. Big by, I mean, probably a quarter of his portfolio. But he's been in like 3 years, so he's done extremely well. Would I be putting money into either of those right now? And I'll tell you, because I think they're both. I don't necessarily think you want to go on the bandwagon when everybody's running to it. It might go a little higher, but I think it's high. So why do you get in high? You get in when it's low. Now, what do I think's low? I think strategy's low. Go ahead. What do you got to say?
Well, I just got a private message on my phone from J.E. Washington, and it made me laugh. And he says, Cooper, I'm fearing for your safety. Brooke might cut you over Tesla. Because of our disagreement.
Look it. The only thing I disagreed, you've done this twice in the years I've known you.
Okay.
First was with strategy when you sold. I never would have advised that. And I think you were kicking your butt that you did.
No, because I bought into Tesla. And then I flipped my Tesla back into strategy. And made money both times.
Second time was when you sold your Tesla, unbeknownst to me. And I was ready to kick you right in the private parts. Okay. Anyways, let's go on.
Okay.
Rick Price. Yep. Tommy Lee was off in his end of year prediction of Ethereum and Bitcoin. Yeah.
Yeah. He's now on Squawk Box saying he was a month out on his prediction. He's predicting Bitcoin to hit an all-time high this month.
This month. Okay. Well,
he said he was 1 month out on his prediction. So what are we at now? The 14th. So we only have 16 days.
We're halfway through the month.
16 days to see if he's right.
Yeah. The Beach of Life. It's okay not to own the metals, but do not short it. Yeah, I got to, yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
Problem with shorting something, it's an unlimited liability. Gold and silver could theoretically double from where it is. And if you shorted it now, you'd be wiped out. So
exactly.
Don't do it. Captain Action, Brooke, where do you keep your crypto stored? I heard Eskimos keep theirs in a cold wallet. So I don't use
corny joke.
I don't use a cold storage. I keep my Bitcoin, to me, is through strategy. So when I say I've got a Bitcoin play, it's a Bitcoin proxy. What is it? It's strategy. And it's my biggest holding. And the reason I did that, as I've mentioned many times, I do sell call options against my shares. Now I put it way out of the money. If it's trading at, like it is 160 now, I run it like over 300. So, and I do typically a short term. So I make a bit of money, but chances of I ever get assigned are, next to nothing, less than 4%. So, and if it got close, I would run it up and out again. So that's what I do for that. But yeah, you're right. Eskimos do use cold wallets.
And Henry says, hit the like button. Yes, please. If you're watching the live stream, pound it. It's free.
Rick Price with Spy versus Spy. He is an irrationally exuberant optimist, but that's good because when there are such gloomy people, he provides hope. Who's he talking about there?
Sailor, maybe?
Sailor, maybe, yeah.
And Captain Action gifted 1 Cooper's Time membership. So one lucky person is going to have the badge next to their name for a whole month. Thank you, Captain Action. Henry, much appreciated. For only $2.
Bingo. Rick Price, Tommy Lee. I was talking about Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee, yeah.
I mean, I used to really like Tommy and follow him.
Until he got into ether.
And then he started getting paid, making his money from pumping ETH irrationally, in my opinion. And, he's still pumping it, but, Solana's up to 145. XRP's at 217. It's up 6%. So.
Yep, good. How's ETH doing? What's the last time I saw 3,100, somewhere around there?
Bitcoin's 95,270, so hanging in there.
Subwoofer,
Subwoofer.
Hello,
Waves.
Subwoofer.
He's waving at us. Snowbird says, hello from Alaska. Stopped in to hit the like button and, of course, see the show. Long live Bitcoin.
Exactly. And thank you, Snowbird, for being a member now for 1 month. Much appreciated.
Robert Pierpont, how can anything that has a major shortage be in a bubble? There will be 15% pullbacks on silver without a doubt. It had 1 week ago and it recovered and went to new highs in 2 days. It's not a bubble. Okay. Yep. Time will tell.
Is there a shortage on silver and gold? No. Just dig deeper. There's more down there.
Yeah.
Technology comes out every year in the oiling industry where they can dig deeper to find more oil. Well, they're doing it too, in places around the world. Saudi Arabia is doing it, digging deeper to hit silver deposits, gold deposits. China's doing it. They just had an announcement last year. They found so many hundreds of tons of gold because they dug deeper.
Correct.
And silver and gold, they'll never run out. They just dig deeper.
Yeah.
And when they can't get it here, they're getting it in outer space.
Well, there's
still in the next 100 years or so.
Parts of the ocean that haven't been explored. There's the Arctic, the Antarctic. So, there's still a lot probably to be found here on planet Earth yet.
Yeah.
And with technologies always improving, there'll be discoveries, let's say. Roger Walker, Philippine peso, 59.44 on the US dollar.
Yeah, because the peso sucks.
Yeah.
Inflation is through the roof in the Philippines.
You get big money. 59, and I mean, the price is there. They're affordable. So if you're considering the Philippines, which, people should, I think, take a look at it in English speaking. And, that's a fantastic value you get there for 59.
No, because the prices have doubled and tripled for everything, Brooke.
Don't believe everything you hear.
I was there 2 weeks ago. I was in the Philippines.
Well, yeah, but you're hanging out.
A mango is triple the price it is in Thailand. A bag of rice, a kilo of rice is double the price, Brooke.
Correct. Yeah, food prices are up.
Fuel prices for your car are double that of Thailand.
You can still get affordable accommodations, maybe not in the high-end areas that you hang out at. And the food prices you're looking at are probably at the expat stores.
Rice? Mangoes?
Yeah, go to the markets, the local markets. You buy the fresh produce that day. That's
triple the price of Thailand.
Yeah,
and double.
I don't believe that.
Okay. I was there 2 weeks ago, bud.
I'd call a big bullshit on that.
Nope, I was there, buddy.
Anyways, I think it's good value. Snowbird, whoops, that was a copy paste gone wrong. Captain Action, I know where I'm going when Bitcoin hits $1 million. It's coming to Thailand. We're all going to be celebrating
with Elon.
We're all going to be celebrating at the Fraser's on the next meet and greet.
Maybe he'll do like Captain Kirk. He'll pay $1 million to go in outer space to experience it. That's the cost if you want to go into outer space. $1 million. You know, yeah.
Captain Action, to Uncle Brooks' house. He's going to be rich.
We all would be.
Mark Schaefer, thanks, Captain Action. There he goes.
And there you go. Smart man Malcolm says,
definitely thinking strategy. Well,
yes.
There you go, Malcolm. Good idea.
Because it's so far undersold right now.
Yeah.
That it's only got one way to go, up.
Yeah,
he's
Malcolm,
not stopping buying Bitcoin.
If you already own enough Tesla, then, you know, maybe you don't have strategy. Yeah, definitely the strategy. But if you don't own Tesla and say you don't own strategy, I would look at, you know, a little bit of both. Maybe go a little heavier strategy.
Well, strategy is my favorite stock for this year.
Yeah, well, it's my biggest holding, but
yeah.
I'm still like my last buys have been Tesla, not strategy. I got enough strategy, but you know, I want to get more Tesla. So
yeah,
that's just me. Captain Action says, Mark, thumbs up. Ronald Reichert, the yuan, Chinese yuan here, dominating dreams went out the door when U.S. took over the Venezuelan oil. Pretty soon, I believe Iran oil will be traded in petrodollars only as well. Yeah, Iran's currency ain't worth shit. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens in that country.
It's a lot of unrest going on in Iran right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And the people are out in mass. Millions and millions of people across all of Iran are protesting. And the government's killing them. Literally going out and sending the military and their private guards to shoot the protesters.
Sure.
And
okay, we're not there, eh?
It's a good thing we're not there.
Yep. Where are we? We're in the land of smiles, Cooper.
Exactly.
Things don't get any better. You get up every morning and think, look at this, another day of paradise. Come on over, boys and girls. Okay, Rick Price goes on to say, what do you think of investing in the Netherlands stock ASML? I think it's a good one. That makes machines that make the best chips. So NVIDIA buys from these guys, you know,
the
AMD,
machinery to make the chip.
Yeah,
yes.
Anybody needing a machine to make chips. And I mean, Tesla's going to be making chips. They'll be buying from these guys. So, yeah, that's definitely worthwhile. It's kind of like in the gold rush. The guys that guaranteed that made the money sold the picks and shovels. So these ASML will always be making money if they're, you know, as long as they're selling machines, which they always will. Captain Action, my buddy started a new business building chimneys. Building chimneys, interesting. He says his business is going through the roof. Oh,
here comes the corny jokes.
Oh, Jesus, here we go. Terry Fallon. See, I get caught like, oh, Jesus, he's really a chimney builder. Wow. Yeah, Johnny Poulos. Good day, CBD and viewers. Hope everyone is well. Life is good in the land of smiles.
Yes, it is,
Johnny. Subwoofer. I'm liking Chippy. Do you own any? CHPY.
No, I own some Ulti, and Ulti's doing well.
What is Chippy?
It's one of the yield max funds.
Yeah, but what's it based on? Coinbase or Palantir?
One of them, yeah, something like that. I think it's Coinbase. But Ulti is doing well. It announced its dividend payment of 51 cents yesterday.
Is that up or down or what?
Up.
Oh, good.
So it's doing well against Misty. Misty has been having problems. For example, the problems that I'm experiencing with Misty is late payments. 2 weeks ago, I should have got paid on a Friday. I didn't get it until Thursday last week. 7 days after I should have got it. Friday's dividend that was announced, I didn't get it till early hours of this morning, Wednesday for me. I should have got it on Friday or Monday. Why the late payments? I don't know. But Ulti is looking positive right now. Since they made those changes and they got rid of some of the bad ones, that were dragging the price down, because they have a kilometer of, companies that they invest in with their ulti portfolio. It's done better. It has done better. I'm seeing some positive things. I'm hoping the same is going to happen for Misty now that Bitcoin is on a bit of a run finally.
I got burned on Misty and I got burned on Alti, so I don't even bother with them.
I still have both mine.
I
Ulti
tell
and
you,
Misty.
the one I do, and I've followed it, I've watched it, is Tesla. Because I think, sure, it's based on Tesla, but Tesla's kind of going to have a slow and steady rise up and to the right. And the Tesla's done well, and it's paying. So might be something to look at if you're into that, but do your research.
Yeah. Well, Misty's done bad because their synthetics are killing them. They're going too high on the synthetics. They lost another $200 million on their synthetics last week. So, yeah, need them to change it up a pace.
Rick Price, the Roomba rocket vacuums going out of business. Sign that robots are not being bought by retail consumers, but maybe would be bought corporate leaders. I did, yeah. Roomba, that vacuum's been around forever. Runs on its own.
Yeah, I've seen it at the malls.
Yeah. Blixer Drums, I got in on KSLV at a cost average of 36 and it's 44 now. So he's up. I made my money. Limit of 40 to get out. Okay, so he's got a stop loss in there at 40. Every bubble bursts sometimes. Correct.
Yeah.
Well, good on you guys. I mean, you've done your research. There's obviously other plays. Everybody's different. I mean, my nephew, he's into, oodles and oodles of ETFs and stocks. And, he's even got some Misty still. But yeah, anyways, everyone's different. Terry Fallon, great to see you, fellows. Say hi to Darlene. We'll see you on the next live.
Okay, Terry, take it easy, buddy. Thanks for coming on and joining us.
Get that snowblower working. Robert Pierpont, Coop, it takes 5 years to get the mines up to producing new silver. It can't be fixed anytime soon. There's plenty of silver, but it's not available right now and no time soon. Well, we'll see.
Countries all over the world are mining silver, Robert. It's worldwide, silver. Even in Saudi, they're mining silver, and that's just a desert. There's nothing there.
Your commodities, like silver is up, obviously, we know. Gold, copper's at all-time highs. I mean, anything to do with, like, even the rare earths are up there.
Precious metals are up.
Precious metals, big time. So, I mean, there's a method to the madness when Trump's talking about Greenland. It's strategically.
Greenland said no.
Good luck with that. Hey, who's got the bigger stick? Send your army and we'll see who wins. You know what I mean? I got no problem.
They can't because Greenland falls under Denmark. Denmark is part of NATO. The U.S. government could not go in with military force. NATO would have to intervene.
Oh, really?
You think there'd be a war
who's
between
gonna win
the
that?
U.S. and NATO? No.
Who's going to win that one? Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
It never
Man with the big stick's going to win.
No.
Anyways, I think long before that were to happen, there'd be a settling of accounts. They'll it's too strategically important. And if listen, they know a lot more than what's let on. If we don't get it and China and Russia decide they want it, well, then what are you going to do? So
it's not for sale.
Everything's for sale. Get that through you. There's a price on everything, Coop.
I would not pay a penny for your haircut. No.
You get what you pay for.
I would demand to get paid for having that haircut.
You know the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut?
About 3 days.
Correct. You are correct. 3 days, guys. Okay, you guys are right about the oceans. 20 million tons of dissolved golds floating around, waiting for someone to figure out how to get it out of the ocean.
Yeah.
Particles. So they'll come up with some sort of, filtering system.
Oh, yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
That's technology, guys. Captain Action, that is way more than we have already mined, correct?
And you know what? If somebody did figure out a way to get it, gold price would tumble. Because you'd be putting triple of the supply on the market.
Yeah, we'll see.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen overnight. It'd be slow and steady. Blixer Drums, 4 months ago, I told the chat to run like Forrest Gump from Yield Max. And I was right. There you go, Blakester. In 4 months, I'll remind you about being on point on silver.
Okay, let's see.
Is he
He's
saying
a bit
it's
of a
going
predictor.
up, going to keep running, or is he saying get out now?
I think he's saying it's going to keep on
I
running.
think he might be, yes.
Yeah, but let's see by the end of this year who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah,
on
keep
Yield
us
Max.
updated, Blakester. You know, it's good to know our calls and whether they're right or wrong.
I'm still pretty bullish on MicroStrategy, and I think Misty's got a lot of room to run because they're down 60% as well, along with Micro.
If we hadn't had Misty, and you look at it now, you might think, holy shit, I think that's not a bad return. You know, so
yeah.
But been there, done that. Mr. Nutt and his Texas humor, I hit gold coming to Thailand.
Yeah, you did.
Got a nice lady friend now. Blakester Drums, by the way, told Mom next year when I retire, I'm moving to Pattaya with or without her, so she needs to make a decision soon.
Ooh. And we met Blakester and his mom.
Yeah. Nice of them.
Yeah.
Looks after his
Yeah,
mom.
They both came to the meet and greet. Nice people.
And I think Mom had fun here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Blakester, you keep an eye on Mama. Robert Pierpont, 1 billion ounces of silver are mined per year right now. Consumption is 1.3 billion. So there's a shortfall. And we are on a year 5 of this deficit. So yeah, when there's a shortfall, price typically goes up. So, you know, there's use cases for silver, obviously. And yeah.
Well, between the ETFs and Sailor, they've bought all the Bitcoin to be mined over the next 4 years. All of it.
Yeah.
So there's a shortage of Bitcoin too.
Yep.
Yeah.
More to come.
Exactly.
Subwoofer. Chippy is microchips.
Okay. Thanks for correcting us. I'm not familiar with all the Yield Max ETFs, only with about half a dozen or so of them.
For Price, have they finally found Captain Kidd's treasure on Dai Hai Tak private island, Vietnam? I
don't know.
They thought his treasure was in Nova Scotia. So who knows? Obviously, the theories abound. Blixer Drums, Chippy is one of a few Yield Max doing good. It's a semiconductor fund with the likes of Abgo, which is Broadcom. That's a good one. I'm looking at
NVIDIA and Intel.
NVIDIA and Intel. Yeah, we'll touch Intel, but
Intel's good. We got it in our laptops. You know, or computers. They got Intel. TVs have Intel now.
Bad management.
Yeah.
Stephen Boston says, hi, CBD and gang. Moved most of my superannuation over to Tesla. Now, there's a smart guy. Here's hoping. Sorry, couldn't get to the meet and greet, as has COVID. We'll be there next time.
Okay. Steven.
So
I don't think Tesla's a bad move. I think it's a good move. I think it's an excellent AI play. I just don't think it's this year. I think it will go up this year. I say from 440 to 600. That's my prediction. I said Tesla would go up from 300 last year to 500, and I wasn't far off it. Almost hit it. Okay. This year, I think it's going to go up to top out at 600. And I think MicroStrategy is going to go somewhere between $600 and $700 a share this year.
Here's where you and I differ. I'm more of a long-term holder.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you like to play and trade.
I do.
Yeah. So me, when you did your research, which I've done extensively,
and I've done just as much as you.
Then you become committed. Committed because of the research.
There you go, guys. Dad's giving me a pep talk.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you follow daily all the updates, because there is daily updates.
Oh, yeah.
Your commitment is maintained, maybe improved. You buy and you hold. You don't hold to trade. You don't hold to sell, you know, when you think it's peaked. You buy and hold. So, you know,
I let it run up. I sell. I buy the next stock. Let that run up, sell, go back into the other stock. And that's what I do.
So you're trying to pick the tops and the bottoms.
I
Good
don't
luck with that.
I don't pick the top and the bottom. I just pick where I'm comfortable with the amount of profit I've made.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up,
Brian, Texas. Tommy Lee, Bitcoin 200,000 end of year 25. We're not
and
there
he was
yet.
wrong.
Oh, maybe it's 26 now, Tommy. said. Who
Exactly.
knows? Maybe it's the end of January. Malcolm Hawkins, still got my Misty. It will come back. Patience is key.
And I like how Malcolm thinks.
Yeah.
If you believe in MicroStrategy as much as you believe in it, you have to believe in Misty. When Micro was running over a year ago, just before the election, it hit over $500 a share. Misty was paying $3 and $4 dividends a month.
Crazy.
It was. When Micro is running, Misty runs. As long as it doesn't do what we are afraid of, and both you and I agree with this, is we're afraid of a blow off top. We don't want that because then the 4-year cycle repeats. We want the end of the 4-year cycle. We want the slow and steady wins the race, both you and I. As long as MicroStrategy went up 9% last night, Misty went up 7.8%, I'm happy. 7.5% they went up. That's 80% correlation. I like it. It was under $30. It's now over 32. That's a $2 gain to me. I'm happy.
Well, I like Malcolm and Katea.
I do. I love them both.
So,
They're great
Malcolm,
people.
when you're back, let us know and we'll grab a meal together, a drink or two, and we'll reminisce about Australia.
And me and Malcolm will sit there and talk your ears off
When
about
I was there,
how
paying
you
$8
screwed up
for
selling
a
your
coffee,
Misty.
I'm thinking, geez, how great is Thailand? You know. Anyways, Malcolm, look forward to see you when you're back next month. Buddy.
All right, bud. Take it easy and give our love to Katea
Yeah.
and have a safe flight back.
Rick Price, just have to sweep the silver hair up from all the barbershops. Strike it rich. That's what I had on my floor today.
That's Rich, Henry says.
Yeah. Robert Pierpont, bullion dealers are charging $10 premium over spot per ounce on silver. That's a lot.
That
is unheard of with 3 to 5 weeks delivery time, which is also unheard of. Correct. Bitcoin delivery time as soon as you click the button. Yeah, that's you don't want to be paying these premiums.
No.
Yep. So, yep.
I hope you're right, Robert. I really do.
I mean,
silver.
why not just go into the silver ETFs? You know, hopefully you got low fee trading. There's no, discount or premium. It's spot. It'll be figured daily. So, Blake Dramas, my issue with Tesla is Elon over promises and under delivers. I'll address that. Just look at SpaceX. Can't get out of orbit. NASA did it in less than 10 years and they had to invent it. Well, listen, SpaceX is the guy that's winning. He's putting the rockets into space, reusable. The dollar per kilogram into space is going down and down and down because of SpaceX. Their IPO will probably come this year. It'll be the biggest company on the planet. His idea, I know what you're saying about Elon over promising. And once you're in it and you've done your research, you kind of realize, hey, that's part of the game.
Yeah.
But he's at least telling you where you're headed. And so, there's a saying, don't bet against Elon. And it's right. So, that first pay package, people laughed. He'll never hit that.
And he did.
And the second one, he gets $1 trillion.
He'll be the first trillionaire on the planet.
Anybody laughing? Because they think, oh shit, he can probably do that. So
he's got a lot of work to do.
And for him to do that, part of that package, guys, I think the share price has to go to some ridiculous something like 12,000 or 18,000 a share for him to get that package. Hey, I'll be along for that ride. So I don't bet against Elon, but I understand he does. And under delivers, but it's late. Better late than never. And it's late, but it's there. So.
Yeah. And I'll say something you didn't expect me to say. Tesla has oversold its predictions of their cars in China for last year by a large margin.
I don't understand what the hell you said. They've oversold their
because the prediction was they would sell less than what they actually did. So they sold way more cars in
Okay.
China than what they were predicted to sell. And that's good for the company as a whole.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
had said it like that initially, I would probably understand.
Mm.
Good.
Wake up.
They wake up, right? No, and it's considered a prestige buy. And even the manufacturers of the Chinese cars there say, hey, Tesla is the one you aim for, to try and copy, because they're the leader. So, and you talk about, guys, so you have a technology. Do you have a moat around your stock price? In other words, can people easily enter that field and compete with you? And if you have a big moat, typically they can't. Well, Elon's got a huge moat with the data he's collected. So he's been doing this for years, so that the data allows him to have this self-driving.
Yeah.
And every situation, ain't anybody going to be able to compete with that.
Well, LiDAR's already shown it's a failure.
Yeah.
And people are still investing into it.
And that Mercedes combination with NVIDIA, the big announcement last week.
I saw that.
Yeah, LiDAR.
Exactly.
Down the road,
LiDAR.
we're going to be adding LiDAR down the road to get to level 4 self-driving. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't. Anyways, you see all this, guys, when you do your research. So if you're uncertain, just do more research, guys. Robert Pierpont, yeah, silver bullion is no bueno, no good.
Yeah. So Robert, I'm curious. Let us know in the comments, what is your prediction by end of year silver price? It's currently sitting at $89. Let's see what your thoughts are, where it's going to be by end of year.
Higher the better for Robert. I think he's got those silver calls.
He does.
Yeah, I think they're out till next September, so he's got a. Brian, Texas says, I have 600 shares of Misty after the recent split. I'm way too upside down to sell. Okay. It will RS again or implode, reinvesting the distributions into large cap growth, padding my emergency and vacation funds. Yeah, as long as strategy, is based on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin runs, strategy should be pulled. Misty will be pulled as well. Yeah. So just a matter of time, I think.
It will. It'll mean revert. I know so many people that are into Misty, including myself. I never sold a share. I never will. At these prices, anyways, I need to be in a profit, and for me to be in a profit, it's got to be over $100 a share, or do a stock split again, to the upside rather than the downside. So if Misty gets to $100 and they say, okay, we're going to do a 5-to-1 split, so the share price is $20, I'm happy. Will it happen? Yes. How long it's going to take, I have no idea. It could be years, folks. It really could. But in the meantime, I'm getting paid a dividend to wait.
Yeah.
So, and I know a lot of people that say, I'm so far underwater with Misty, I can't sell.
No. Look at your options markets as far as you can collect some premiums, getting paid to wait.
Yeah.
Through the options markets. But, do your research first so you understand what options are. And there's not a big market on Misty for options. There isn't a strategy. But, anyways, yeah.
Snowbird goes on to say,
Snowbird, Misty has been moving upside the last 2 days.
Yes.
From 29.25 to 32.89. Not too shabby. So bingo, it is.
And that is in after hours today. He's right. It is now up even further in after hours.
Yes. I think strategy was up another $5 after the market closed. So, we'll see what it opens up.
It was up $14 last night.
Yeah.
Nice. What was Tesla?
Tesla was down $1.50, but
so Tesla was down $1.50. Micro's up 14.
So my options on strategy expire 2 days from now, Friday. Okay, but I'm at 3.25, so I'll get that. That was free money. And then Tesla, my options are at 500, and they expire at the end of the 30th of January. So I'm a little over 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 2 days. I should be okay on that.
You should be okay on that.
Yeah. And then, so what I do is I sit there, and then do I want to write again, which I will, but what price? Strategy, I'll probably keep it over 300 because it's starting to run.
Yes.
And Tesla, I'll probably go a little over 5, 5.25 maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Paid to wait. Snowbird, that is in after hours today. Okay.
It's doing well. Yeah, that's what we want.
All right. Now we're 40 minutes here. Let's
Okay,
go.
wrapping up, folks. Say your
Robert
goodbyes.
Pierpont, Tesla has also way undersold cars in Germany by 50%.
But they've done better in China.
Yeah, well, I don't like. Well, who cares?
Hmm.
I'm not too worried about Germany. Mike Doty and Little Mike, what's up, Coop and Brooke? Hope all is well. Yeah,
All is excellent. Good day for
looking forward to
crypto,
see you
and
over here, Mikey.
we're happy.
Rick Price, I have learned a lesson regarding covered call ETFs paying out dividends that are higher than normal dividends. NAV erosion. I agreed for higher than 4% dividend income. Yeah, 4% is probably a typical dividend, and then you should get growth with your stock.
Unless you're in stretch, you'll get 11%.
Yeah, that's true, and it's more of a money market. Let's say,
Yeah.
so you get your money back. You won't necessarily get growth, but anyways, yeah, there's lots of options out there. Let's say,
Keep up with the inflation.
yeah. Robert Pierpont, between 150 and 200, I will get out of my calls when silver hits. I see. Okay, so he's got his exit strategy. At 100, there will be a pullback, obviously, but 150 is my bear prediction. Wow. So 200 is my bull prediction, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was over 200. So he thinks it's still got more than a double left.
More than a double where we are now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, good luck with that. Not my cup of tea. My nephew will be quite happy to hear that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Price has caused me to go for Jeppy. Yeah, that's a slow and steady one. They pay me back in my own money. Principal slowly decreases. There have not been around long enough to see it. Yeah, that's based, I think, on the S&P, and there's another one based on the NASDAQ. So there's two to look at. Quick price, but no longer for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Extra drums after hour strategies at 178-ish. Okay, good.
Really?
Yeah, considering it was like $1.50
Let me
something
just
there
check that
a couple weeks ago, not even.
On my Interactive Brokers account and see where it's showing on after hours right now. And it's at 177.88. Yeah. On after hours right now. I can show you guys that right there. Showing 177.88. You see that, Brooke?
Oh, yeah.
I'll try and get closer.
Yep. No, I see it. Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. 177.88. So up another couple percent. $4.89
in there.
Aftermarket.
95. We're back to 95,450. That's good. Bitcoin hangs in for a couple more days at that price, even higher, it'd even be better. You'll see strategy keep running. That's my view.
Yeah, so it's up another $4.89 in aftermarket right now, micro. And the one I like to look at is Stretch, because that's where Saylor's going to be doing a lot of his ATMing this year. And it is bang at $100.
Good.
Which is where you want it for him to ATM the shares. The bid price is $100. The ask price is $100.38.
So
it's
good news.
It's looking pretty good there, and we'll just have a quick look at Misty here before we wrap up, folks, and see where that is at in after hours trading. And Misty is up another 2.1%, almost 2.2%, up 70 cents. Currently in aftermarket trading, it is $32.80. Gotta love that.
Bingo.
Gotta love that. Up another 70 cents. It closed at $32.20, and it's at $32.80 now.
Robert Pierpont, he expects $100 on silver within the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's only 10% higher than it is now.
I expect Bitcoin over 100,000 by the end of the month.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yep.
Let's hope so.
I think there's going to be some resistance at 98.
There's Mike Doty and Little Mike. Rick Price. I've been looking into Jeppy. Yep. SPY. Yep. And JebQ, which is the NASDAQ. So those are pretty safe guys. They pay two of them I know pay monthly. I'm not sure about SPY, but yeah, if you're, there's low risk in those, I would say it's obviously how the markets do.
Mm.
The market had a big correction; they'd correct too. But what are the chances of that? And you'll get paid to wait. So yeah, good. Take a look at it. Rick Price, I advise to stick with plain dividends, not return on capital dividends. Well, that's good advice.
Yeah.
Alpha Romeo, good morning from Chiang Mai. Still up there, eh, Alpha? Living the dream. Nice to see the market doing well this morning. Yeah. Alpha's into a lot of what we're into. Strategy, Tesla, as well as a bunch of others. He's got some Misty, I'm sure, and some other payers. He's got some Canadian equivalents to those as well, which is good. So always good to see the markets up. Yep.
Exactly. And that is the end of the comment section today. So thank you all for coming and joining us on Market Watch Wednesday.
Hit that like button on the way out.
Is 95 going to hold? We don't know.
Let's hope so.
If it can stay at this level for the next 3 days, there's a good chance it'll move to the upside. If it breaks down below 95, there's a good chance for the downside. So be aware. It's one of those things. Let's see what happens tomorrow in regards to the Supreme Court. Are tariffs going to be illegal and that the government's got to return them or come up with another plan? And also what's going to happen to the Clarity Act? That's going to be a big one. And it's at 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. There'll be 3 committee members will have a press conference at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I'm looking forward to watching that live. So that'll be about midnight tomorrow night here for us in Thailand.
And the next meet and greet's in a little under 2 weeks.
It is
27th at 6 p.m. at Fraser's.
Yeah, so, a week on Tuesday.
Yeah, a week from next Tuesday, guys. So
exactly.
it's always fun to catch up if you can make that. It's we'll try and make the rounds and greet everybody.
Yeah. So until next time, we'll see you all on Saturday. Thank you all for coming and joining us, and have a great weekend ahead. And to all of those that are not yet in Thailand, we hope you have a speedy
see you soon.
Time to get over here. And Robert Pierpont comes in with the last one just in the nick of time.
My calls on silver will be up 100% more on a 10% silver increase. Can't do that with Bitcoin. Yeah, you'd have to do the calls on Bitcoin, wouldn't you? But that's going to be risky.
Yeah. Well done to you, Robert. You're a lot more intelligent on silver than I am. But I am still bullish on crypto for this year on the outlook ahead. So until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all.
Stay safe
and stay tuned.
Up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Cooper's Thaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Cooper's Thaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beach of sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Cooper's Thaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the shore. Every step's a story, I'm craving for more. Smiles all around, the people so kind. Thailand's a treasure that's one of a kind. Floating markets, lanterns in the sky. Festivals that spark like the stars up high. Jungles whisper secrets, rivers carve the land. Cooper's holding Thailand in the palm of my hand. Elephants roam in the sunset's blaze. Every day's a wonder lost in a daze. From spicy street eats to the ocean's embrace. Thailand's a paradise I'll never erase. Cooper's